His name is Brian. He's my brother. I've been looking for him for a long time. It's very important that I find him. Have you by chance seen him in here at all?
I haven't seen him.
Are you sure about that?
Positive.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hi. How you doing? I'm looking for somebody.
Yeah, why doesn't that surprise me, the way you've been showing that picture around?
Yeah, well, he's my brother. See, right?
Well, if he's your brother, why is it so hard finding him?
It's very good. Actually, it's a kind of a long story. I don't want to go into it. I just want to know if maybe you've seen him.
You've never seen him.
Are you sure? Could you take another look? He's changed his look.
I said I've never seen him in here. I've got paying customers.
Well, you have a good day, too. Okay, ciao. Courtney, what in the world are you doing here? Did you follow me here or something?
I talked Alice into telling me where you were when she came home. And I want to help you.
Courtney, I don't think it's a good idea that you came.
Well, Pearl, I'm sorry I couldn't stay away. Not knowing what you were going through down here all alone. You need someone to help you, Pearl. Someone who really cares about you.
Listen to me. I have to go this alone, all right? Because I'm rather afraid of the consequences of what might happen. Now, if you're really my friend, the very best thing you can do for me is turn around and head straight back home, all right?
I understand.
Thank you.
You just don't want me anywhere near you.
Let you get away with it, did you?
I can't breathe.
When you open your eyes the next time, you'll be in hell.
Are you going to put me down, you devil?
Where do you think, my love?
You're so strong, so passionate.
I love you. I always loved you. I'll never stop loving you. Sophia, my darling.
It's only the first night. Where are you going, darling?
That's none of your damn business.
Oh, sweetheart, I can't imagine that you've forgotten so soon that we're man and wife to have and to hold and all the rest of it. That means everything you do is my business. So, where are you going, precious?
Right over your thing. I really appreciate you meeting me this late. I know
Look,
it's
let's get
inconvenient
something
for you.
straight right up front, okay? I'm only doing this to get you off my back once and for
I
all.
understand that. Please, sit down. Make yourself.
I really don't know what more you can expect from me. I've already told you everything I could possibly about Brian. He is in New York City somewhere. You just stop hanging around.
Okay, I understand that. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I just have two nagging questions that keep eating away at me, all right? Why is Brian still in hiding? And why does he want to appear dead to the world? I don't understand this.
Those are two questions only Brian can.
Oh, come on. I mean, surely you two spent a lot of time together, right? I mean, what I mean was the bookstore, the writing, the novels, this and that and the other thing. Surely he mentioned something to you about me, about my father, about my family. Why he's punishing us by...
He didn't, okay? Didn't. He was an angry man, I won't deny that, and his anger seemed rather deep-seated, but he certainly didn't want to talk about it, so we didn't.
You seem to remember more now than you did the other day when I met you in the bookstore. Why is it?
Maybe a little.
Okay, I'm going to lay my cards on the table. I wasn't exactly the best brother. I did a lot of things wrong when I was a kid. All right, did he ever tell you about a young lady that he got in trouble with?
No.
He came to me for advice. I was so stupid. I told him, you gotta get this girl an abortion. She's not our kind. You don't even want to think about marrying this girl. And it wasn't until much later that I realized how much love he had in store for her.
What happened?
I gave him the money for what you call a backstreet abortion from a medical school friend of mine who swore up and down that he knew exactly what he was doing. Oh, yeah, he really did. I mean, the whole thing could have been done legally, above board, no problem, but my father is a big-time politician. I was afraid of the newspapers catching wind of it, throwing out around, blowing out of proportion. To make a long story short, the girl died. I blame myself for everything that happened. But you'd think after so long, he would have forgot. He would have forgiven me. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Look, I'm sorry. But maybe the best thing for you is just to forget about your brother.
Forget about my own brother? He's my flesh and blood. How can I do that? I love him. And besides, I mean, if I'm ever to straighten out my own life, I have to straighten things out with him first, at least try to. Can you understand? Can you please help me?
Look, I
just
can't.
this once.
I'm sorry.
Please try to understand.
I want to. I really do. But I can't.
I'm sorry. Was I making too much racket out here since we got a museum day? Well, we're digging around the clock, you know?
No, I didn't hear a thing. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd take a walk.
I saw the light on. I figured it'd be a long night for you after what you've been through today.
I guess everyone knows about Cece and Gia's marriage.
Listen, you don't really look dressed for a long walk. Want to talk instead?
It's really late.
I can go if you want.
I don't know how I'm going to stand it.
Well, if you're going to stay Mom, I think I can take a wild guess as to where you were heading.
Good night and get lost.
Wait a minute, Cece. Look, I know I'm not your favorite person in the world right now. But I hate this arrangement. Couldn't we just admit that we're man and wife and this is our wedding night and be civilized about it? Why can't we sleep in the same room? You used to like sleeping in the same room as me. We wouldn't have to do anything. We could just, it would only be for appearances.
What's the matter, Gina? Something slipped that vicious steel-trapped mind of yours when you made up all those documents? Because there's nothing in it that says I have to even pretend to consummate this sham of a marriage, I'll tell you that.
I know that, Cece, but couldn't we at least try to make things pleasant?
Pleasant? Not only do I plan to make them unpleasant, I'm not even going to speak to you if I don't have to. And you're the one who made up these arrangements, so you're going to have to live with it.
All right. Go ahead and try to make me miserable, but don't go out trying to get any kicks on your own. If you're ever yearning, you come to me. Because if you go to Sophia or anybody else, it'll cost you $1 million a pop.
That's funny. 6 months of celery I can live with, Gina. What about you? Everybody knows you're an nymphomaniac. You couldn't last 6 days. Tell you what you do, though. You can try the pool man. You can try the gardener. How about the mailman? How about the tennis pro? But remember something. If you fool around with any of them, it blows the whole deal.
See, we had a real marriage once, in every sense of the word. And you're old man. You couldn't go 6 months without sex if your life depended on it. And you'll never make me believe you've forgotten what it was like between the two of us.
No, I haven't forgotten. Boy, I'd rather turn to a monastery than turn to you. Now, get the hell out of my room.
Alice, we've tried too. Cruz and I both.
Can't give up. Our house, fine.
Can you put Brian out of your mind for just a little while, please? I mean, it gets a little hard to go out with a girl and have her talk about another guy all night.
Okay. I'll try to be better.
It's not a matter of that, Alice. Look, I know you've been through a hell of a lot. I didn't ever want to rush you into anything. I've been out with a lot of women, Alice. But I've never felt what I feel when I'm with you. But then after I spent time with you, I realized there was so much more. And now...
Yes?
You don't know how beautiful you really are, do you? Do you? Alice, what's the matter with you?
Stop!
What's wrong?
Don't touch me!
Alice?
Julie, don't touch me!
What's the matter? I don't know what happened. One minute she was fine, and the next she just started...
I think you better go. Please.
I'm sorry.
Alice, are you all right?
No. What did Paul do to you? Nothing. I should tell him.
What?
I remembered before. I wasn't sure if it was something I saw or something that happened to me. But it happened to me. It happened to me.
Can you tell us?
There was this policeman, and he had a badge.
Like Paul.
No, not like Paul. How old was I? It must have been before all the hospitals. When was that?
When was what?
6th grade was the last grade that I remember. What's that?
Honey, you don't have to talk about it.
He touched me. He put his hands on my clothes. I knew what he was going to do to me, even though I really didn't know about things like that. He had a gun. I wanted to take it and shoot him, but I was scared. Wouldn't be scared now. Maybe. Maybe he was going to. Then there was a gunshot. Maybe I did do something. And in the hospital.
Is that all you remember, honey?
It's why I've been scared. It's what's made me scared of Paul and of the doctors. And of Brian even at first. I wish I knew more.
Honey, you will. But it may be painful. It's not going to be pretty, but you will remember and you will understand when it's time. I'm so sorry. What happened to you should never happen to anybody.
Why would anyone do that to a young girl?
I don't know.
Will it be easier now not to be afraid?
know that either, honey. But you are very strong.
You know, it would be very hard for me to be around someone like Paul. Or maybe any man. No, I was lucky.
Why? Because the doctors helped you?
No, I didn't. I never told them. I didn't know.
Why were you lucky?
Because I had Brian and I was in love. I was so hard to talk to. Poor Brian, I really did give him a hard time. I guess I know why now, but I didn't then. I just didn't think about other people. Well, unless they were people that I made up. I made up a mother and 2 baby sisters that I used to write letters to in my head. Oh, he really must think I was crazy.
No, honey. You were just trying to stay alive inside.
Brian was the smartest person I ever met. Like Lionel and Pearl. Oh, and Jane. Oh, he was so funny. One night, we went up to the roof of the hospital. He found a way to get up there. And he dragged up a smelly old mattress and these candles so we could watch the stars. Thousands of them. I started to laugh. Brian, he wanted to know what was wrong. But there wasn't anything wrong. I was just happy. I hadn't been happy in so long. Brian came along and he made me happy. And we were going to go up there every night. But the next day was the day I took him.
Honey, I'm just so sorry you lost him. But let us be the ones you come to now.
It's because we love you, too.
Yes.
Hello?
Now, you listen, I can't take this. I'm coming down there.
No, wait a minute. As much as I want you, what if Gina flies into one of her rages again and threatens us?
I don't give a damn. It's worth it. I'll be right down.
Look, Cece, I just can't sleep downstairs. It's too uncomfortable.
Kelly's room is empty, thanks to you.
Just let me sleep with you. I'll stay on top of the covers. I'll give you a massage to relax you. Remember how good I am at massage? You do seem tense.
Go down and massage the dog.
Hello, Cece.
You have any idea what time of night it is?
About 12:30. And you got a clock in your house?
I have a clock in my house. Your excavation permits not allow you to be out here all hours of the night making a racket, you know.
I haven't made a sound, so don't use that as an excuse for waking up.
You know, you are a grown man. When are you going to come to your senses and act like
Okay,
one?
go on. Get it out of your system. Keep it up. Just take it out on me, not on Sophia, all right? Hey, don't stonewall me. I know where you're headed. I just don't think it's a particularly good idea to go see Sophia in the mood you're in, huh? Here. Take a little of this. Come on, relax. Calm down.
Thank you.
Salute.
Whatever.
Now, you and I both know that I have been through some mind-boggling experiences in my time. But boy, what you're going through tops them all.
If you even had half an idea what you are talking about.
Well, I know you're doing it all to try to clear Kelly.
I would think that's something you might be able to understand.
I can. If there's any common ground that we stand on, Cece, It's that both of us would do anything for our children.
When I was a kid, right out of college, I knew exactly what I wanted. Not a damn thing was going to stand in my way.
Something hadn't changed.
You're wrong. You're very wrong. Back then, I couldn't conceive of anything more important than that drive toward success. I mean, a wife, kids, window dressing, trimmings, nothing. Children. Sophia. Remember the first time that you held your first child? That's why
He's doing okay, so is Lakin. Stacey, I had a talk with Sophia a while ago.
Oh, I should have expected that.
Oh, wait a minute. Before you get carried away, Sophia is my friend. And I'm well aware of her situation.
Well, then just don't feel you have to tear yourself away from your fossil to console her. Hmm?
Don't worry about it. Sophia has no designs on me.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. You hear anybody say I'm worried about it? You have a new diversion, don't you? What's her name? Mrs. Wilson? She's still staying in Santa Barbara?
I don't believe it. You're married to Jeannie. You got Sophia in there. And you think you have time to rekindle an old flame? Come on.
Who told you about that?
She did. She doesn't believe in keeping secrets.
Was she, honest enough to tell you why she walked out on me and who for?
We didn't get into it. And I couldn't care less.
Sure. Thanks for the drink.
I feel tired. I think I can go to bed
Yeah,
now.
of course. Yeah, you are going to be all right. You hear me?
I know. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Jane.
Good night. I'll try to be quiet when I come up.
Good night.
Good night. I think you really made her feel better.
I mean, she shouldn't have to be going through all of this. It's only...
You did all that you could do.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. I can see now how you become so important to Alice's life. You're very good with her.
It's odd. I think of Alice as so innocent and needs me to help her with everything, but there's times when she's so much tougher and wiser than I am. I mean, to get through something like that and still be able to love someone. And the way she was talking about Brian, I was almost jealous. No, I was jealous.
Of what, honey?
The way she talked about him when they went up on the roof. All those stars, her face just lit up. I've never been in love like that.
I mean, it's just a matter of time. The right man will come along for you. You're a very appealing young woman.
Sorry, this is the time. Besides, it's getting late.
Lionel said he would be here.
Yeah, he probably is somewhere.
Maybe I'll go upstairs and check on Alice, see if she's all right.
You care about her, don't you? I mean, beyond what we've just learned.
Of course I do.
Why?
Well, you know how fond I was of Ollie, and I promised her I'd look after Alice.
Still, I've been watching you when you're in the same room with him. You don't seem to take your eyes off of her. Why is that?
I guess I marvel that she's turned into such a charming young lady.
Well, I better get to bed. I'll check on Alice.
Jane. I wanted to say goodnight. I didn't do enough of this when you were a little girl.
Do you know how crazy you are doing this with Gina in the house?
No, it's not the first same thing I've done all week.
Thing is, I'm afraid the phone isn't ringing here. And I'm expecting some very important calls. Could you just call back to test it? Thank you. Thank you, operator. Hello? Yes, just a minute. Cece, it's for you. Cece! Cece, you better be in there. It's gone. I bet I know where. Well, what do I care if I catch him in the sack with Sophia? Another $1 million for me.
So, what did my devoted brother have to say?
Well, he's not going to give up, Brian. And I really don't enjoy lying for you.
You won't have to talk to him anymore.
Why do you hate Pearl so much?
Pearl. Amazing Michael would go by that name.
You know, maybe he's really changed. Maybe if you just talk to him...
No, look, I told you that I am not going to see him anymore.
You know, he really loves you, and you still keep moving away from him, and I love you. And yet I feel you moving farther and farther away from me. You're keeping something from me.
No. You know everything that you ever need to know about me. All right? The rest of it, it doesn't matter.
Well, it matters to me, okay? I mean, I used to think that I understood you, but the man I know would never turn his back on a brother who loved him.
You know, he uses words like love so easily. It's like those Hollywood people who kiss every time they meet.
Come on, Brian, give me more credit than that, okay? I can tell he really cares about you.
Oh, yeah, he does. He cares about finding me. I mean, maybe my father's out there offering a reward or something. Now, look, Michael is very good at manipulating people's feelings. It's exactly what he's doing to you. He's trying to convince you to help him find me.
He has this picture of you. He's showing it around, and I know someone's going to tell him.
That's why I'm going up to the cabin tomorrow.
Why didn't you tell me?
We won't be seeing each other for a while, Sybil.
Well, if you're leaving tomorrow, then let's make the most of tonight, okay? Why are you angry with me?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. It's these thoughts about Michael. You know, they bring up a lot of memories.
Okay, well, maybe if you would just let me talk to
Damn
you
it!
about it.
Sybil, didn't I tell you? Are you clear that I'm not going to talk to you about it? I'm sorry. But can you just get off this subject, please?
So long, I thought I knew you.
You do know me, Sybil.
No. No, I know a sweet and I know a sensitive man. And until your brother came into this town, I never saw this part of you. You really scare me, Brian.
Didn't mean to scare you. I just thought you were on my side, Sybil.
That's disgusting. He's like a teenager in heat. What'd she do? Start undressing in front of the window? Well, I've got them now, but I'll need a witness. Ooh. Keith, I want too much money. Hello? Yes, this is Gina Capwell. I'd like to report a break-in in my guest house. That's right. The name is Capwell. How soon can you get somebody over here?
Looks inviting.
I know.
Why didn't somebody tell me you were here?
Well, I assumed you were busy. I didn't mind waiting.
I wasn't tired, so I thought I'd do a little work on the dig. It got chilly out there. That fire feels good.
Are you always a night person?
Lately. I don't like to lie in bed trying to get to sleep, so I'd rather get up and do something constructive.
I know what you mean. I've had a few of those sleepless nights myself lately.
No. That's something. When you first started coming here, I think it was to see Jane. And now I think things are different.
Yes. No, I haven't particularly tried to hide.
No.
But there's another reason.
What is it?
I want to talk to you about Alice.
Okay.
When I've become very attached to her. At first, it was out of guilt. Ollie talked about her. She missed her daughter so much. And she wanted my help in trying to get her back. But we couldn't make that happen. And then Ollie died, and I've sort of felt this sort of responsibility for her ever since.
I understand that. The day that I was appointed Alice's guardian was a red letter day for me.
You mean that, don't you?
Of course I do. She's like a daughter to me. I want to be very good to her. And you do.
No, I know.
Let me ask you something. I don't want any barriers at all between us. I want everything to stop right here and be clear. Okay? I have a little confession. When we first met, I said I only wanted to be friends. That just wasn't true. Because from the very first day I saw you, I wanted something more. Not just because you're a beautiful woman, but because I can't even put it into words. But I feel it.
I do too, Lila. I won't deny that, but I don't know what the right thing to do is.
I do.
Yeah, it must have been about an hour ago. He had this old picture of you. A scruffy-looking guy with...
I know what he looks like.
Well, is he the law or what?
No, he's no one. Look, I'm going to be going up to my cabin tomorrow, and I want to settle up with you.
Oh, hey, you settled up last week. Listen, I must have sold 40 or 50 beers to all those people that were listening to you spinning that yarn in here. Hey, here.
Oh.
There you go. One more on the house before we close up.
Hi. You know, I wonder, I've been driving up the coast and I'm really tired. Would you happen to know of a good place to stay around here?
Well, depends on your means. Fontana's is beautiful. Big Sur Inn is great. It's rustic, and both of them are very close.
Great. You know, when I was coming in, I thought I heard the bartender say something about you being a storyteller.
Only after a few beers.
Really? Well, do you ever write them down?
Nope.
Well, I mean, the reason that I ask is because I'm a writer. You know, they say the secret to good writing is to write about yourself.
I didn't know about that.
You mean it's not the same for storytellers? I would love to hear you tell one.
Look, you got me on a very bad night.
Come on, Brian. You can't say no to a beautiful little lady like this. At least you can buy her a drink. You like a drink?
Sure, grapefruit juice.
Grapefruit juice. That's on the house. Now you better tell her a story. This guy always has a story to tell.
Yeah, I suppose I can tell a story.
I think you should have stayed in the main house.
Well, forget it. If someone has broken into our guest house, I want to see them caught.
And you said you heard somebody out here before.
That's right, and the lights were going off and on.
But no one's been staying here?
Look, I wouldn't have called you if I thought it was somebody I knew. Now, can we cut the small talk and break down the door?
All right, stand back.
Aha, what?
Cece! I know you're out there. Cece!
We fooled her this time.
Hope the dew doesn't soak through her fuzzy bedroom slippers.
Let the dogs me. They're gonna find you.
Dogs. Thank you. Thank you for coming to me. Maybe I can go to sleep now.
I don't think I can.
Baby, we've got to go. Goodbye.
All right, I'll go. I love you.
But now to give your love away, a miracle. So the only woman who really mattered in Gordy's life was gone. And he knew now that it wasn't an accident. Not really. Matt, by this time, was in his car. And he poked his head out the window and he yelled at Gordy to come on, it was time to go. But Gordy just stood there. He didn't move while he thought about her for a minute. She could have been there with him right now. Matt honked the horn and called at him again. Gordy didn't even look in his direction. He just turned around and walked away. Matt kept yelling at him, but Gordy just kept on walking and praying that Matt wouldn't come after him because he knew if he had at that moment that he would have killed the one man that he had called his best friend. So, Gordy kept walking, and Matt's voice finally just faded into the distance. Gordy realized that he was alone then, and that's the way that it would always be. And he kept on walking.
It's a very beautiful, very sad story.
I'm glad that you liked it. Didn't mean to send your evening crashing to the ground.
Oh, no. No, you didn't. It's just that it reminded me of so many things in my own life. But I guess that's what great storytelling is all about.
No, I just make these things up.
Well, did you pick up the flair for storytelling from someone in your family?
I just picked it up along the way.
Brian, wait a minute.
He gets that way sometimes.
Where does he live?
You got me. He's pretty much to himself. He's all unless he's here telling stories. He's a pretty nice guy most of the time. But he can be real hostile every now and again. He likes his privacy.
Lila, not with Jane and Alice right upstairs.
Of course. You know, there's a beautiful moon tonight. And the light it casts on the water will take your breath away at this time of year.
My breath has already been taken away.
Yeah. We go down to the boat. Everything all right with you?
Yes.
We have a chance at happiness, you know that? And if you don't grab it while it's right in front of you, it's going to be gone.
You're not just talking about us, Lionel. You're talking about what you lost.
Maybe.
No, it's all right. I don't mind helping you forget. I mean, there are things and people and feelings I've tried to forget. But just be honest with me and with yourself. I wasn't. I mean, the things that I did trying to shut off the pain, that's almost ruined me. I don't want that to happen to you, Lionel.
You know something? I've faced ruination so many times. I'm damn near fearless.
And we can take a stroll down to the boat if you like.
I like.
What the hell you want?
So now you're a quick change artist? Don't deny it. You were down at that guest house with Sophia, weren't you?
You know something, Gina? I've really had enough of your stunts today. You got what you wanted. Here, Mr. C.C. Capwell, I said I do. That's it. That puts an end to it. You want happiness? You go find it someplace else. Oh, you worked so hard. You really have. You've schemed and you've cheated and you pitted everybody against one another. You even played like they were dead so we'd all feel sorry for you and we'd all suffer. You're really irrelevant, weren't you? You had a ball. Cinderella, the ball is over. After 12 o'clock, your glass slipper is shattered. You're feeling kind of empty, aren't you? Aren't you?
Yes.
What's the matter, honey? Is something missing? There is, isn't it? You want me to tell you what's missing? Love is missing, Gina. Love. That simple, human, decent emotion. That's why people are happy when they get married. They're supposed to be in love when they get married. But you're not going to find it here because you do nothing but repel me. You can blackmail me into marrying you, but you can't make me love you or even tolerate you. So get the hell out of my room.
You're a liar, Cece. Everything about me does not repel you. Oh, come on. Should I remind you of some of the things you said in that very bed to describe exactly what it was you liked? Cece. I remember when you liked it the most. That was after a fight. Why don't you just get into it tonight? Love and passion and hate, they're all very similar feelings. You hate me, I hate you. Hate is passion.
Out of my room!
Liar, Cece! You want me, you know you want me. What is wrong with me? It is cold out here, Cece.